There's a tendency for those who strive to achieve their best in their businesses, in their careers, in their relationships, in their lives. There's a tendency for them to confuse perfectionism with the pursuit of excellence. Now, here's the thing. The perfectionist and the pursuit of excellence both set big, audacious goals. They set these really high standards and then work their tails off in order to achieve them. But that's where the similarities end, because both of them are two entirely different concepts. And so in this video, I want to share with you 4 differences between perfectionism and excellence. Number 1, perfectionism is results-oriented. Excellence is process-oriented. The perfectionist is concerned about one thing and one thing only, the outcome. This ridiculously high, rigid standard that they have set for themselves. And failing to hit it, even by a little bit, to them is an abject failure. This laser-like focus that they have on the outcome puts undue pressure on them. It makes the grind, and all of us have to go through the grind, but for them, it makes the grind feel burdensome, and it robs the joy out of the journey. Of course, the pursuit of excellence is also concerned about the results, but they are more focused on the process, the things they have to do consistently in order to create the results that they desire, right? And so they embrace the process. They love the process. They love changing strategies. They love learning. They love growing. They love getting better. And so they embrace this adventure we call life. So that's the first difference. Perfectionism is results-oriented. The pursuit of excellence is process-oriented. The second difference is that perfectionism values achievement. The pursuit of excellence values self. The self-worth of the perfectionist is directly tied to their achievement and the flawless performance in their attainment of it. And this impossibly high standard that they have set for themselves lead them to perceive themselves as not good enough, unworthy, or abject failure if they fail to achieve perfection. The pursuit of excellence, on the other hand, do not tie themselves to their achievement and their performance. They are more proud of themselves for their willingness to try, their willingness to make the effort to achieve the goal. And if they don't hit the goal, they move on. They know that tomorrow is another day, and their self-esteem and their self-worth remains intact. So that's number 2. Perfectionism values achievement. The pursuit of excellence values self. Number 3, perfectionism criticizes failure. The pursuit of excellence assesses mistake. The perfectionist bullies and criticizes him or herself, sometimes in the harshest ways imaginable. They'll call themselves stupid and lazy and morons and idiots. But more than that, they'll do the same to the people around them, the people who are in their charge. The pursuer of excellence, on the other hand, welcome the opportunity to examine and evaluate their performances, their achievements, their progress, their vulnerabilities, their weaknesses, and figure out ways in which they can improve. And so they become their biggest cheerleaders, and they do the same for those around them. They encourage them. So yes, number 3 is that perfectionism criticizes failure while excellence assesses mistake. Number 4, perfectionism avoids failure, excellence risks failure. A perfectionist mindset is that they must never fail, they must never make mistakes, because doing that will make them seem incapable, incompetent, not as smart as they should be. As I mentioned earlier, they tie their self-worth to their achievement, and so failure, making mistakes, is a big blow to their self-esteem, their self-worth, and so they avoid failure at all costs. As a result, they prefer to stay in their comfort zone, which is ironic because there's just no way they can achieve those high standards they set for themselves if they remain in their comfort zone. The pursuer of excellence, on the other hand, is of the mindset that they have to try. They are willing to try things that nobody else wants to try. They are willing to try things that everybody else thinks is insane or impossible. And their attitude is, regardless of the outcome, I have succeeded because I challenged myself. I stepped out of my comfort zone. So my advice to you is to stop driving yourself crazy trying to be perfect. There are lots of multinational companies who turn out products routinely that are far from perfect. Software companies and car manufacturers come to mind. Software companies are always issuing patches to update or fix vulnerabilities, security issues in their latest and best software products, right? Car manufacturers are always recalling cars as well to improve upon them. And that's the key. Perfection implies that something cannot be improved upon, which we know is not true. You can never be perfect, but you can always be excellent because you can always give of your best. I am Devon Harris, and as always, keep on pushing.